Hey True Believers, Englentine here with another weekly top 10 comic books sold to readers. Once again, this is what comic books are actually leaving the stores. It's not like the Comic-Con, that's what the stores are ordering. We're going to check out what people are buying, and then we're going to go on over to Comixology, the world's largest digital comic book shop, and see who wins the digital week. Is it Marvel or DC? These are the comic shops that participated, so if you're in the area, by all means, stop by, say hello, and maybe actually buy something. And don't forget to support your local comic book shop. So without further ado, let's get this party started. At number 10, starting the countdown off, is Wonder Woman, number 59. Number 9 gives us Ironheart, number 1. Uncanny X-Men, number 3 comes in at number 8. At number 7 is Action Comics 1005. At number 6, Detective Comics 993. At number 5 is Aquaman Justice League Drowned Earth, number 1. Number 4 brings us The Return of Wolverine, number 3. At number 3 we have Fantastic Four, number 4. In the runner-up spot at number 2, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 10. And coming in first place at number 1 for some inexplicable reason is Heroes in Crisis number 3. So there you have it, gang. Tie game, 5 for Marvel, 5 for DC. That being said, even though DC has the number 1 slot, 3 of the top 5 are owned by Marvel. So tenuous, but you still got to give it to DC. And Heroes in Crisis, really? I don't know. Anyway, let's find out what the comic shops have to say about this week's countdown. Heroes in Crisis number 3 is starting to look like Marvel's Infinity Wars. People just do not care about it. 3 issues in and we have the same amount of info and story that could have all been told in one issue. Stranger Things number 3 made it into our top 10 along with Sonic the Hedgehog 11. Marvel only had 1 book in the top 10 for us, Amazing Spider-Man. With the holidays, hopefully, that just means a lot of Marvel fans were out of town. Nothing this week was a runaway hit, but everything was really solid, with Tom King, no surprise, topping the charts. There seemed to be a lot of event-type books which were all really well received. Justice League and Aquaman's recent crossover being a notable seller overall. Ironheart was the biggest Marvel solo debut in recent memory, neck and neck, get it, neck, with last month's Shuri. Uncanny X-Men seems to be slipping a little bit, but I think it's just the natural decline we would see at most books' 3rd or 4th issue. Where it is settled on the charts is likely where it'll stay for the remaining issues. Yeah, you know what? Admittedly, even though, there are some okay books, some good books, other than Drowned Earth and The Death of Daredevil, there wasn't a lot of books this week that made me go, woohoo, I can't wait to read this. And yeah, there's Darth Vader at Marvel, and of course, Batgirl's been getting a lot better, and I've been enjoying that storyline, but yeah, where's the books that just make you really want to sit down and turn everything off just so you can enjoy it in peace? Heroes in Crisis is the big book this week at FFF, selling almost double the copies of our second best-selling book, Amazing Spider-Man. Detective Comics from last week managed to break into the top 10 on account of us getting replacements for the Amazing Cover B we were shorted last week. The midpoint of Return of Wolverine and the end of Drowned Earth both sat near the bottom of our top 10 list. These mini events do well enough at keeping more readers interested than not, but they don't get new customers in the door. Stranger Things continues to drop readers, which is a shame. It isn't a bad book, but most of the people who were excited to get number 1 have never come back to get number 2 and 3. I foresee us selling much better on the TPB when that comes out. The big surprise of the week has to be Ironheart, which was our 4th best-selling book of the week. I was hesitant and unsure of how to order the book when it was first announced. Nobody read Invincible Iron Man when she was the lead, and the general response to her character has been mixed at best. But giving her own book with her own title was the best thing Marvel could do. This way she doesn't seem like she's riding Iron Man's coattails, and instead standing on her own as a character with a surprisingly good debut. I only hope she can maintain it and stay at the top. It would be nice if she was more an unbeatable Squirrel Girl and less an unstoppable Wasp. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl and Unstoppable Wasp are not books you want to invoke while saying, oh, this isn't bad, you should try it. That being said, doesn't this make the FFF shop racist if they thought that Ironheart would do better in her own book under her own title, being her own person, rather than writing the coattails of Tony Stark and Iron Man? It seems that an entire group of people were saying the same thing and got labeled racist and Nazis for it. Heroes in Crisis continues to maintain strong event comic momentum for us and is our bestseller this week by a wide margin. The rest of all, God dang it. First of all, I said main stain 5 times before I could get past that first one, and now here I go with the second one. Oh my goodness. Okay, the rest of the top half of our list, however, is entirely Marvel's territory. Reliable stalwarts like Amazing Spider-Man and Uncanny X-Men are accompanied by Return of Wolverine hitting the middle of its run. Later in the list, we see Action Comics, which has maintained mostly steady numbers since Bendis took over writing duties. Most notable this week is we don't have a single Bat title until we hit Detective Comics at the 7th spot on the list. I'm not going to go back and check every entry, but I'm fairly sure we've had a Bat book in the top 5 every week since I started writing these. With the combination punch of Batman number 50 and Brian Michael Bendis taking over Superman, maybe weakness is starting to show. Maybe, just maybe. Marvel takes number 1 with Fantastic Four number 4, which is memorable. What is doubly memorable, though, is that for the first time since Rebirth, Action Comics took neither first nor second place, but came in at 4th place. Readers are bailing from both Superman and Action because they don't feel that enough is happening, and what is happening, they don't like very much. Detective Comics also slumped to 7th place, while Daredevil leapt in the top 10 on the strength of the series finale. Wow, good to know it's not just me who thinks that Brian Michael Bendis is completely destroying Superman, that we had a great thing with Tomasi and the whole family dynamic with Superman, Lois, and John made a comic book that was unique. And now with Brian Michael Bendis, it's just crap. God, I don't like that guy. I never met him, but I legitimately don't like him just for what he's doing to Superman. Yeah. It's just, okay. Anyway, now we're going to check the Comixology, see who wins the week. Marvel, DC, or Independent. It's never Independent. It really isn't. At number 10, we have Wonder Woman number 59. Number 9, Detective Comics 993. At number 8 is Uncanny X-Men number 3. Number 7, Return of the Wolverine number 3. At number 6, we have The Amazing Spider-Man number 10. At number 5, we have Aquaman and Justice League Drowned Earth number 1. Number 4 brings us Darth Vader number 24. At number 3, we have Action Comics 1005. Number 2 brings us Fantastic Four number 4. And just like in the hard copies, at number 1, we have Heroes in Crisis number 3. So basically the same thing, 5 to 5, except for this time around there's 3 DC in the top 5 rather than 3 Marvel. But this does not bode well for DC, since we know that when I expand it to top 20, that back half is usually owned by Marvel. At number 11 is The Flash, number 59. It's now 6 to 5 DC's favor. At number 12, Justice League Odyssey, number 3. It's now 7 to 5 DC's favor. At number 13, we have Titans, number 30. It's 8 to 5 in DC's favor. At number 14, we have Terrifics, number 10. It is now 9 to 5 in DC's favor. At number 15, Ironheart, number 1. Makes a move for Marvel. It's 9 to 6 in DC's favor. At number 16, Marvel 2-in-1, number 12, makes it 9 to 7, still in DC's favor. At number 17, Marvel continues the climb as Daredevil 612 makes the score DC 9, Marvel 8. At number 18, Books of Magic number 2 closes the books on a Marvel win. It is now 10 to 8. But Marvel's going for that tie. Number 19, Dead Man Logan number 1, it is now 10 to 9. And at number 20, Spider-Geddon Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 2, that's a cumbersome title, makes it a tie score, 10 to 10. Wow. And it's an eclectic mix, too. I mean, DC actually had a lot of the back end there. They did have the 3 in the top 5, so wow. At least it's a non-loss, which I'm very happy as a fan of DC for. I like this. I like it when it's tied. It shows both companies are strong, well, as strong as this market allows them to be. I'm entertained by this kind of thing, so, you know, go for them. I like that. I would prefer a DC win because, hey, I'm Team DC, but what can I say? I have to report these things honestly. Anyway, there you go. That's the countdown. What do you think should be on it? What do you think should be on it that isn't? Was there something you read and you were like, oh man, more people need to be reading this? What came out this week? What independent comic book did you read that you think people are ignoring? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, you know the drill. Click like, click share, get word out about the channel. That's always a good thing. Don't forget, if you haven't done it already, hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell. Cool things happen around these parts, and I'd hate for you to miss any of it. Also, this is the way we're trying to make a living, so if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Help us keep the lights on, help us keep making videos for you. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.